that she was able to don and represent, but she carries that on and off the floor, the pride of her discipline, and it's shown through here so far in her young career in DC, or Baltimore today.
Sykes to start the third quarter. Off the mark, Hull pulls down the rebound. Sutton, Sykes, Citron, Dolson, Iriafen, same starters that started the game here for Coach Johnson.
Well, Washington's bench came up huge, 21 bench points in that first half for the Mystics, and the defense with those quick hands. Looks like Dolson is shaking hand.
Citron. Three doesn't go. Iriafen, offensive rebound, put up and in.
That's what I'm talking about. Like bees out of y'all, she is going to make you pay. She just stays persistent. She's so resilient. It doesn't matter if you try to box her out. She's going to find her way to the basketball.
And a travel is called.
Come ready-made with that motor inside of them and their will to compete and beat you every single possession.
Citron left open in the corner, does not go. Back tap is controlled by Howard. Howard pushing now for the Fever. Working off her is Mitchell. Hull. Pull up. High out the window, does not go. Dolson controlling the glass.
Oh, good job there by Steph Dolson.
Sykes into the paint. Had that stripped. And Colson now controlling. Hull pushing.
Looks like Sonia Citron has some tape on the back of her left leg that wasn't there in the first half.
And Howard. Howard, her first free throw attempts in this ball game, gets the first one. Shooting for the team in this game is Indiana, coming into it shooting just 63% from the free throw line.
We heard Ariana Prather speaking with Stephanie White, the head coach for the Indiana Fever, and she said we have to see what they're going to try to do defensively to get that done.
Iriafen attacking Howard, goes under, finishes.
Well, it didn't work that time because she has some swift footwork down inside, and if you don't cut that baseline off, she's going to dance right by you and finish.
Here's Hull with time. Doesn't go. Boston the rebound, puts that up and in.
We'll talk about a machine on the boards. Aaliyah Boston Bulls so far this season for AB. A definite threat for the Fever for sure. The Rookie of the Year in 2023.
Mitchell three, that one smooth as butter.
Silky for Kelsey Mitchell. Left-handed shooter, so that was tough in terms of the mechanics of that shot. She doesn't shy away from firing that triple, 35% efficiency.
Sykes gets behind the defense for the finish.
It's the connect-in with the superb dime to the weak side. A dart of a pass to Sykes for the completion of the play.
Mitchell works off Howard again with space. Doesn't go. Citron the rebound.
Solid fight inside by Citron on the glass.
Boston able to deflect that. Hull controlling.
That needed a little more smoke on it to get over the top of those high hands inside defensively for the Fever.
Mitchell does not go.
Don't let her. It becomes an avalanche. All-time leading scorers in the history of college women's basketball. Up there with Kelsey Plum. Great defense here by Washington. Really great gap discipline right there at the elbows.
Boston got inside, got that to go over Austin.
And Austin gave her some resistance. Boston just had a little bit too much strength right there at the end of that play to be able to finish it right there.
Melvin attacking. A whistle and foul going to be called on Colson. And you talk about the strength of Aaliyah Boston. She looks like she's added the strength to her game over the course of the offseason. Not looking hugely muscular, but you can tell the way.
The lower you get, the better that you are, right? Get low to the ground so you have some bounce and some power coming from somewhere. You don't need to be lock-legged.
Lil John said get low. Here's Edwards, 2 seconds on the shot clock. Doesn't get the bounce. Sykes, huge rebounds, huge finish, huge celebration. Howard goes to Mitchell, works off of her. Comes back. Boston looking. Hall. 10 on the shot clock. Works off Boston. Goes to Mitchell. And an offensive foul is called on Howard.
Solid defensive discipline once again in those gaps by the Mystics. Well, Washington.
Oh, I love it.
Washington Mystics are groundbreaking in terms of having pre- and post-game and halftime coverage. Our very own Wes Hall and Chas Melvin covering those duties. You love to see it.
Travel called there.
Said you have to slow down, and on that possession, Indiana sped Washington up. But they have a 38-22 advantage in the paint. Taking that away from Indiana, where you would think that they had the interior advantage. And Washington has done a great job there.
Cunningham three does not go. To your point, 12 turnovers for Washington. They've given up 10 points off of the turnovers. Edwards. At Boston. And
I love it. Hey, it's a 12-6 advantage in second chance points. And it's pretty much the difference in this game when you look at the score. And that was one of the keys coming into this game. Just wise beyond her years as a rookie.
Austin going against Boston. Boston got the better of the matchup that time. Here comes Mitchell back the other way. Chrising, crossing, getting to the hoop. Couldn't get the finish though. But she is on her feet. Quickly back the other way. Olsen, three in transition. Got it. And Stephanie White wants a timeout. She's looking at the officials, wondering where the call was on the
19.6 rebounds and 9 assists for the Fever so far this season, her second in the league.
Sykes works off of Austin, trying to get her on the seal with Boston. Inside, Austin attacking, does not go. Boston the rebound. Boston her sixth rebound of the ballgame. Colson comes back to her. Now Bonner. Three doesn't go. Austin with the rebound.
Well, I love the composure and poise right now by Brittany Sykes. Getting everything organized.
Strong take, doesn't get the finish, gets her own though. Sykes kicks it, Edwards has it blocked by Bonner as Mitchell controls.
Well, we go gadgety too, and that was a solid block by her on the other end.
Step back three, Mitchell laces it.
And more often than not, and I'm telling you, once she gets in the flow, it's a dangerous thing for opponents.
Olsen, corner, got it.
Same thing for Lucy Olsen. It's dangerous when she starts seeing those buckets fall. 36% shooter from range last year at Iowa. She had a masterful game in Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement against Southern Cal. Iowa won that game with Caitlin Clark in the building.
Mystics came up with the steal, then Sykes dribbles it off of her foot and is called for the foul.
This is what practices. Take that shot. You know, there's just some freedom and coloring outside the lines, if you will, for this young Washington Mystics team, and it's been fueled by these vets.
Nasty turnaround jumper by Lexi Hall.
Yeah, not much you can do with that.
Sykes coming right back the other way, and we'll head to the free throw line. They call it on Aaliyah Boston. Her third of the ball game.
Position to meet her there, to be disruptive in a legal manner. Only played in 18 games. She's met the moment this year for Washington. Said she's always wanted to lead a team, and she has been fantastic at that so far.
Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. 60-53 lead for Washington. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dantes looking to Bonner. Goes to her in that mid-post. Bonner goes baseline. Too strong. Iriafen with the rebound.
Solid defense by Brittany Sykes, just walling up the tip enough.
Sykes.
A ghost action there by Ainsler. Slipped out of that screen, and then Kiki Iriafen didn't break that seal to go get that one, but that was, they had a lot of heat on.
Fantastic for the fire guy.
That's great.
16 seconds on the shot clock, about a 4.5-second difference between shot and game clock. 10 seconds now for Mitchell.
Horns action by Indiana. 2 screens.
4 seconds. 3 seconds. Mitchell. Engsler with the rebound. Off the miss. 2 seconds. Up the floor. Iriafen running. Almost beats the buzzer, but it doesn't drop. A 60-50.